Alright, you fishermen, I'm going to show y'all one of my favorite patterns to tie for crappie that will work in almost any weather condition, any water clarity. It doesn't matter. This is one of my go-to colors, and I'm going to show you how I tie it. So we're going to start off with a black 1/16 ounce. You can use whatever size head or jig hook you want, but this is what I use as a 16th on a number 6 hook. We're going to start off with our black thread, and we're going to go all the way down to the hook point and then come back. That way you get your base done. You want your base thread tight to the hook as possible. You don't have to use glue or nail polish at this particular point. It will not matter. Trust me. Then you're going to use, you can use marabou, you can use hackle, it doesn't matter. I use marabou for mine. You could even use silicone skirts if you want, but I prefer the action of marabou feathers. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim off about 1.5 inches worth. We're going to get the butt ends of it right behind the head. And then we're going to make a couple soft wraps and then slowly tighten down on it. And then we're going to start working our way to the head and then back towards the bend of the hook. And then we're going to work right back forward again. And then we're going to stop. And then we're going to take some flash material. This is holograph flash. We're going to take a couple strands of that. I usually like to get a little bit of it extra, so that way I don't have to keep cutting off of it. I can just, stash it to the side and keep it ready to go. Alright, same thing as before. Do a couple soft wraps, get it placed right behind the head. Then we're going to start tighten wraps. And as we work down to the tail, we're going to move that flash around so that way it kind of doesn't sit just in one spot. It kind of moves around the head. Now, these little clips, you can get these from Dollar Tree. They work great for holding your flash material. Good little organizing tool. Alright, so once you get your flash kind of separated and kind of flared out, you're going to work that down to the back end of the jig, just like that. Now you're going to take your chenille. This is called chenille. This is black rayon chenille, or black nylon chenille. I apologize. So this is solid black nylon chenille, and we're going to pull a little bit of the fibers off to reveal the core, and then you're going to tie that in right there. You're going to work it back a little bit to tie over itself, and then you're going to work all the way back to the back side of the head of the jig. Alright, then you're going to wrap. You can do this by hand, or if you have a rotary vise, you can use a rotary vise. So you're going to use touching wraps all the way back towards the head. Now, if you overcrowd the head like this, you'll see it kind of bunches up. It's not smooth across. So you do one turn back, and now it's even. And then you're going to make you a few wraps out in front, right between the chenille and the back of the head. Then you're going to go behind the chenille, make some more wraps behind the chenille, make some more wraps in front, behind the chenille. You can do that until you get comfortable with it, how many ever you want to do, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, it don't matter. Alright, then you're going to come and you're going to cut your chenille off, and then you're going to start making some wraps to build up the collar. I like a collar, not everybody likes a collar. Alright, now that you got your collar built up, you're going to give yourself some slack on your tying thread. Now, my whip finish is completely different than a lot of people's. A lot of people use a whip finish tool. I use 2 fingers, okay? You're going to pull out your thread about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches. You're going to make a peace sign, place it on top of the thread. Then you're going to wrap your thread around both fingers, and then you're going to turn. Now, pointer finger side thread goes over the hook. This side finger thread goes behind the hook, so it stays behind. This goes over, this stays behind. And the jig head is going to go through the opening, just like that. You come around, spread your fingers, just like that. You keep doing that, 5, 6 times, however much you want, and then you're gonna drop it down to one finger. You're gonna let go of one finger and just keep one, and then you're gonna just pull it tight to it, and then as you get close, you just cinch it down. And then right here, we're gonna snip off our tag end of our thread. I use nail polish top coat to seal the thread right behind the head. You don't have to, but I do. It would help if it was cleaned out. There we go. You're gonna work that around all the way, just like that. And right here, you have a solid black with a little bit of flash in the tail. And we call this the midnight party, because a black jig in any water clarity or any type of day will catch fish. Most fish go after a silhouette of a profile, so this could act as a minnow or a crawfish. It doesn't matter. This is a great all-around pattern that you could use on your next crappie trip. Hope y'all enjoyed. Try and tie one up yourself and see how you like it.